try to be producing a lot of force into the ground. That's where we like talk about ground force production. And I can see that you go to accomplish that task. Okay, so you have a little bit of trunk counter rotation at hand separation. I really like that. I like the front foot positioning. And then now you're going to see it kind of break down a little bit. This is where I'm saying it's the hip capacity as well. So as soon as you abduct, right? So when that lead leg is going to shoot out, you don't have the built up movement potential to explore like abduction and external and internal rotation of the rear hip. So then what happens as soon as you go to stride, instead of this drive leg staying sturdy and stabilizing, and when we look at guys that throw hard and drive a lot of force into the ground, you typically see like the ankle and knee and rear hip somewhat vertical, not necessarily the rear hip vertical, but especially like the ankle and the knee. And you see here, it's kind of pulling you, right? This lead leg is kind of pulling you early drive leg. So now what we have is this mechanism of you trying to produce energy into the ground, but not necessarily optimizing that production because it's your drive leg is being pulled into this collapse here early. So when we look at like the timing of the transfer of that drive leg, we want to hold posture. You'll see a lot of context on this in the report. We want to store up energy as we enter the drive phase, so we can have essentially a delay mechanism for the arm, right? So if we start to transfer this, if the drive leg starts to collapse a little bit early before the arm is in a position to absorb like energy from the lower body, then that's a leakage, right? It's a pretty good leakage. And like I said, I think it all does come back to like your hip movement capacity. And obviously like when you have injuries like that, you protect against those injuries and then you train inefficient movement patterns. And then those become like your motion memory, right? So here's Sonny Gray. Let's go here. I just want you to notice the first thing in terms of his drive leg mechanics. So as soon as he descends from peak leg lift, his responsibility with that drive leg is to absorb force. So this is where we see that vertical shin, and not everyone's going to be equipped to do this. It's a tough move. I mean, I even struggle with this as well, but you can just see how he's putting his lower body in such a good position to express, absorb, and produce and store all of this energy. And then you can see when it comes time for that arm to come up, that's when he snaps that drive leg into rotation. And that's when the hips go to rotation. Now you can tell right off the bat, and I'm sure you know this, like there's a lot of movement occurring here within the hips. Like you see it with yourself. If you don't have that movement potential, you're fighting an uphill battle, dude, right? So you're going to see a lot of like stuff for hip movement potential or hip movement capacity within the report. Hopefully, you can stick to that. I think a lot of it will help just explore and increase that range of motion. All right, dudes, thank you for watching that video. If you're interested in booking your own analysis, be sure to click that link. Also, I'm going to be doing a lot of giveaways here in the upcoming months on my YouTube channel, but you need to be subscribed in order to be entered in those giveaways. All right, so you're going to click that link right there to subscribe, to provide some more context on the specific thing that we were just talking about. I included a video right down below. All right, guys, enjoy your day. God bless. Until next time.